If you work on any kind of production line, whether it's a car factory or a bottling plant, you have to worry about quality control. Things break down, but not just the machinery. The things you make can get damaged too. Quality control inspectors identify the damage, and traditionally they've been human. But that's changing. And here to talk about the change is Wade McNally, president of Sensor Wireless Inc., a company in Charlottetown, PEI, who's taking quality control into the 21st century. Wade, thank you very much for coming in. This sounds really interesting. And I gather we're looking at the face, the changing face, rather, of quality control. And to me, it looks like a yellow plastic egg.
It's an electronic replica egg, Natasha, and what it does is as it moves through the production system, it transmits data on impact, vibration, temperature, even pressure of that egg as it's moving with real eggs. So the quality personnel inside the egg production line can tell exactly where problems are occurring.
Okay, so traditionally then, a human has watched the eggs go through the production line and tried to spot any problems.
That's right.
Now we've got like the all-seeing egg that goes in the production line.
Right. Yeah, it's almost like a fly in the wall. I mean, it goes inside the system and provides them with information they've never seen before.
That's fantastic. And I see it's got flashing lights and looks like a battery in there. So remind me again, what can it detect?
Well, I mean, this particular system can measure both pressure on the sidewalls of the egg as well as the impact of the egg as it moves through the system. Inside this sensor, we have accelerometers, we have a radio, a microprocessor, and what we do is we take all that data that's derived from the accelerometers and the pressure sensor, and we transmit it out through a 914 megahertz radio frequency. And the data shows up on a handheld device like this,
okay, a little
or
Palm
a
Pilot.
laptop computer.
Right, so this is what the actual human inspector has. So they still have a role.
That's correct, yeah. I mean, as the system, I can give you a demonstration, actually.
Right.
So as this particular system moves through the quality control process, it actually monitors the position of the egg.
Give it a really hard whack. Oh, yes, absolutely. No, it's jumping up. And is there any audible alert or?
Yes, absolutely. As the user can actually program into the system a threshold feature that will enable them to see exactly what changes in the magnitude of damage are occurring. And what the system will do is actually will vibrate in your hand or provide you with an audible alert that tells you that the problem has occurred inside the system.
And can you give me an example then of what difference this electronic egg has made to a production line?
Well, we've had customers in the United States, very large egg producers that have been able to increase production by as much as 7%.
That's probably millions of eggs.
Millions of eggs. Yeah.
But it's not just eggs, is it? I mean, we've got, well, I don't know what that is. What is that meant to be?
Well, this is actually a replica potato device. Yeah. We have, you know,
so
others,
when they go through the line, and again, you're just watching it doesn't get bruised.
That's correct. Yeah, absolutely. It's the same principles apply. I mean, we put the system into potato harvesting equipment. As it moves through, it tells them where bruising may be occurring in their potatoes. Or avocados, for instance, the same thing. We can actually use this device to determine where bruising is occurring in avocados, which are very, very susceptible.
And cans too. And I guess the reason they're so brightly coloured is that nobody actually, this doesn't actually go into the supermarket. Someone spots it beforehand.
Usually not. No, we like to be able to pull it off before that.
Okay, so if this is what's happening at the moment, what's the next level? What's the next stage?
Well, currently we're developing some new technology that uses GPS and actually moves through the whole transportation process, and we're moving more towards supply chain management, which will enable us to kind of piggyback on current traceability standards. And in the supply chain, which is basically, you know, from the time your food is produced and packaged to the time it gets to the retail grocery store. We'll be able to actually monitor the condition of packages as it moves through the supply chain, whether it be in a container or in a ship or in a truck, through a web server. So you'll be able to log on, identify the position of the vehicle, and see the data stream that's coming out of this sensor.
Okay, or in the case of an egg, from the hen's bottom to the supermarket shelf. Wade, thank you so much.
Thank you, Natasha.
Wade McNally is president of Sensor Wireless Inc., a Canadian company based in Charlottetown, PEI.